On normal, Bloons and Moabs get a bunch of buffs here. But on Elite, those buffs are not applied. Another boss event where there are nerfs to the Bloons. But I suppose the only buff here is the fact that you're Elite and not normal. And perhaps I'm sent to the firing range, for using double cash. It may seem like an odd spot to put Geraldo in, but do not worry. It will all make sense when the time comes. Did you know that you can place certain towers on these two benches on either side of the map? You wouldn't be able to put anything like a boomerang monkey on, but you can put like darts, ninjas, tack shooters if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend that. Glue gunners and ice towers and alchemists. Definitely not a mermonkey. Mermonkey too fat for that. Correction, the mermonkey's rock takes up too much space, not the mermonkey themselves. I'm still calling you too big though. These defenses are going to have to hold for the time being. I want to maximize our farms and be able to get ourselves a 3-2-0 before we even consider upgrading our defenses here. Luckily, we do have Geraldo as a means of backup. We will remove this tower, do not worry. In due course, we will remove this tower. I think someone who is far better than me could do a military tower only run on this map. Long life bananas do not do anything but valuable bananas. They are the upgrade. Now, with snipers being banned because of the current passive ability bug in the game where you can actually manually activate them without losing lives, and that includes the bomb tower as well for bomb blitz, we need something else in order to help us clear tier 1 of Phayze, because normally you would resort to at least a 015 snipe in order to get through that scenario, because by default when you get camo detection for your sniper, the sniper itself actually does bonus damage against camo balloons, which is what you would call a nice thing, especially up against a boss which always has the camo status on it. The spy plane upgrade on the Monkeyopolis can also have the same rhetoric as the night vision goggles that the sniper has, but who's going to be doing some ace micro in order to take down a boss? For me personally, it's not that time efficient and it's really stupid. Where are we with the monies? Okay, this thing's at 7,000, which takes you up to 10,000 or so here, and then this will take you up to 19k. Yeah, okay, we can sell these three and then get ourselves a BRF. Now then, what are we going to get for our round 28 defense? Because obviously we have no means of popping lead balloons at the moment, but do not worry, we're going to get ourselves I was hoping to get myself a lead to gold. Oh, we can get lead to gold with some money. I do not want to pop lead balloons with our crossbows here, which is why you're going to be stuck without having the AMD effect. You know what, while we're at it, we're also going to affect the rubber as well as the lead on the balloon. And now there are two BRFs on the screen. Two big rotund facilities. With all of this said and done, we are thinking about getting a ultra boost at some point in this tale, but we don't want it, well, we can't get it too early. Money speaks for itself. Okay, now we need to think about our round 40 defense. Elite Phayze. Hopefully we will not be phased out of this particular scenario, as we're going to get ourselves two spike storms for it. Not one, two. One will be able to deal with normal tier 1 just fine, but for the elite one, there's two more skulls in which we need to crush. Okay, here is the big fat camo boys and their camo-iness and their many eyes. Don't you dare stare at me like that. Okay, so we're able to get through, well, nearly all of that just fine. That's absolutely fine. Hopefully we can get through this just fine. There we go. But when it warps, it does smash its way through our spikes, which is Not very convenient, which is why we have 2 spike storms. But we still need to think about our finances as well at the same time. And we are going to cover these entire firing lines with BRFs. We're going to make the biggest Monkeyopolis that we could possibly conjure up using said facilities which we have at our disposal. Ultra Boost and Bounty Hunter's Deadeye. And there goes that. We're halfway through its HP now, which is good, which is very good. I don't like it that some of the regular balloons are making their way through. Actually, I'm going to upgrade these up to Sharpshooter, just so that hopefully it can take care of these ceramics a bit more easily, because they are chewing their way through my defenses, which I'm not hopeful of. Thank you very much. Okay, luckily you're near the spawn point of one of our Sharpshooters. Not a good sight to behold, to say the least. Once we go past tier 1, hopefully the struggles will be done and dusted. But you are making your way up to this point over here, but we'll just let the default spikes take care of this, and then hopefully... Oh gosh, we are encroaching around 40. No. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. I need the ability up and running to be able to take care of this phase as soon as possible. They're going for our defenses here. You know what, man? I actually can't even do that. I need to take you out as soon as possible. And you're going... Thank you. You're not going to continue spawning at that point for the rest of the round. Thank you very much. Let's invest 3 Spike Storm money into another farm. Yeah, definitely easier around 49 than the normal attempt, because on Elite we do not get the balloon speed boosts and the Moab HP increases. You know what, before we continue any further, we're going to upgrade both of these to Crossbow Masters. We're doing it. We're ensuring our survival here. Or should we just... No, we'll do just one. One of these will hold out very well for the mid-game, sorry. Make sure to keep fertilizing your BRFs when you can, just so we can get that bit more money out of them, preferably at the beginning of the round, so that each crate or each banana you gather does have that fertilizer implied, whereas if you apply it at the, I don't know, mid of a round, end of a round, you don't get as much value out of it. This is not the firing range. This is one of the best places in order to create your Monkeyopolis nowadays. Round 59, this is also where the Crossbow Master comes into place, can perform the normal damage type, which I suspect one day Ninja Kiri will remove, because it's nuking the normal damage type out of a lot of towers throughout the past updates or so. Zarbomba was the latest victim of having its normal damage type on its bombs removed. The ability still has normal, but the normal bombing runs have explosive now. Alright, we'll soon have the Mad up and operational, which is by default one of the best, if not the best, tier 2 counters to Phayze, or just bosses in general. I have 2 Crossbow Masters on the field because there's that one monkey knowledge point which grants you the means of being able to have 2 of them on the field. Now, I don't want to do this, but I'm actually going to sell you so that then we can have a village here and then a village down here. We'll still be able to fit 2 up there, but we'll just sacrifice 1 space in order for us to be able to pull this off. Would actually help if my Mad was aimed in the correct direction. Me and my silliness. Now, this is the reason why I want 2 Crossbow Masters, because round 63, hopefully with 2 of them, we'll be able to destroy all of our ceramics just fine. I need you to wipe them out. Thank you very much. I do not like round 63, let's just say that. Round 63, go away please. Oh my god, all those ceramics were camofied. Not to worry, in fact in some cases it's pretty useful for that bonus camo damage. All of these crates is great. And we're just able to sneak 1 more farm up here, which means it's probably the maximum number of farms you can put within this map. With the restrictions we've got currently in place, we are nearly there towards the ultimate, well, the ultimate Monkeyopolis for this map. We're going to be using this one for the Monkeyopolis, by the way. Oh gosh, the balloons spawning this far into a map is a little bit of a concern, really. I do not like the said scenarios in which we are given. It's always important to get yourself a bigger radius at the very least. And there goes tier 2, just like that. Brilliant. We can sell you and invest that money into an Ultra Boost. And also just take away the tech bot. You know what? We'll stick the bounty hunter down here because why not? We've got the space for it. It's going to take a while for the Ultra Boost to build, but we've already got a sizable range with... Wait a minute. We can just cover this now. We can just do this now. 125,000. That's pretty cool. We just need a little bit more money. That's all. I think that should do it. Yes. 125k absorbed into this, and we are set. You can go away now. We have nearly 8k per crate. That's bonkers. Monkey Wall Street, and this will be able to encompass the area in which I want all of my bananas to be absorbed. Right, time to energize the area so that we can have some ability cooldown reductions and roll the levels up faster. If you didn't know, with the Monkey Wall Street, the end of round cash bonus you get at the very end is benefited by fertilizer, but if the fertilizer runs out on that round, then the fertilizer runs out before the bonus actually is shown on screen. So you don't get 5,000 or so, you only get the regular 4,800, sorry. Right, that's the end of our monkey farm building. Now it's time for the offensive. Nowadays, as ice towers can go in water, they actually count as a naval tower, or sorry, a sea tower, just like with the Buccaneer, with the submarine, and like mermonkeys can. So therefore, they get an even bigger boost from Energizer when it comes to the AZ's ability to cool down, which essentially means if you combine this with a primary mentoring, you get 100% of time with absolute zero. Pretty cool if you ask me. Also, we generated 150,000 in that entire round. And we'll add you back into the fray, Quincy action figure, why not? Do you think we're going to upgrade all of these darts into the Dart Paragon from the get-go? No, I kind of want to utilize the PMFC's ability just a little bit in order to get some power out of it. So we're going to delay the arrival of it. Why aren't all of you aiming up here? You should be able to hit the bottom here. No? That sucks. I was able to utilize this. Some of them are literally doing the moonwalk on the bad. I mean, the Phayze. I don't even know why I'm doing this, really. And perhaps we'll fail this anyways while trying to pursue an even more powered out version of it all. Hopefully this does just a tad bit of damage, but honestly, I think we should just go for it, really. We'll put you two down to get an even more powerful version, but perhaps this is too late. Perhaps we're okay with this. Yeah, we're okay with this. 68, that's a good level there, and we'll be able to do this in no time. Okay, put you on there. Gonna get ourselves another tech bot so that we can get some bonuses out of you and your means of siphoning the HP of Moa class balloons as soon as your ability is active, yes, but also while the fact that, well, I don't know, slow them down. That's what I was going with. No, I don't want to get the Ascended Shadow right away. We need to be able to defeat this thing first. If this doesn't go well, then we'll just get the Dart Paragon as soon as possible, failing an attempt, because this is just not looking good for the moment. I mean, you are getting towards this point over here, but then again, the amount you're going to warp might actually be the end of us. Yeah, you're going to warp too far ahead, aren't you? Yeah, not looking good, everybody. Not looking good whatsoever. I mean, your warp point might be able to get it. Yeah, your warp point! Your warp point was your weakness. If they just spawned over here and over here, then we would have been done and dusted. But no, the warp point you summoned down saved us. And also these trees saved us as well. Wait, Do they block projectile? Oh, I can't test. I was trying to find the sniper. Obviously, it's banned. Okay, I like to think that these trees do block projectiles, but looking at the range here, it doesn't look like it does, as we can shoot through them. So we are getting the Ascended Shadow, no question or shadow of doubt about that. But what about the other two Paragons? Well, I am thinking of a Master Builder, but also the Magus Perfectus. Despite where you are, Grandmaster Ninja, you're not getting really that many pops, and I think good old Reliable is sapping away your potential there. Sounds really stupid, but I wish you can fertilize the Monkeyopolis. I know it's not a farm, but just think of the potentials. Ninja Kiri be like, fine, you can fertilize the Monkeyopolis, but in return, the Monkeyopolis only produces half the money per farm anyways. So at that point, it was a stupid suggestion. No, we are still putting it in the game, but you're getting the nerf as well. Right, it's time for your Ascended Shadow. 2,075,001. Who had Ninja Kiri thought of this one? Nice. Degree 69. I can't put wizards on this bench. Their feet is too big. But I think we should be suited for this round here. This tier 4 elite Phayze. Gosh, you're taking so much damage from the Ascended Shadow there. And if it do so try to escape, you wouldn't be able to do that. Our beloved Apex Plasma Master will finish you off, just in case the Ascended Shadow doesn't get you with its talismans and its bombs. Actually, the talismans are the bombs. If it's not even a consideration or contest, we are doing this incredibly well and goes down tier 4 Phayze. You cannot phase me. Now, how much do we need to max out the slider for the Master Builder? Well, it's going to be a lot, but it's going to be even more for the Magus Perfectus. It's important to build yourself a very good Monkeyopolis. And we sacked a lot of farms, and this is the result we get. Thank you very much, Deadeye. Still not quite there yet with you. Maybe just to max out 3 of them, but when we get you, you're not going to be able to be maxed out with your slider. 2.697 million buckaroonies into you, and we have ourselves a degree 71 Master Builder. Wonderful! So 68, 69, 71, if we get a 70 Magus Perfectus, that would be perfect. But I just don't think we'll be able to get to that point. Whatever we get at the end of all of this for our Magus Perfectus, it will be the best in which we can get with the results in which we have here. Now, if this was back when the Magus Perfectus was initially released, there was a bug in the game where if you purchased your Magus Perfectus by using the Wizard Lord Phoenix, while its ability is active, it has a permanent flamethrower attack. Obviously, that is regulated to when the Metamorphosis ability, or the one that casts the undead, is on the screen. Sell all that is unnecessary here. Sell you. Take you up to 834,000. Sell you. But then the big ones sell you, and we have 1.442 million. Not bad, but it's definitely not going to be like a really big Paragon. Also sell the Energizer. You're no longer useful. We're also going to sell you. Goodbye, Geraldo. You've been very, very wonderful for us. And now we're going to max out this slider towards how much we can put into it. And we have a degree level 51. You know what? Not that bad. I do fantasy stuff. I sure do. And also, we're going to test out the power of Overclock on the Magus Perfectus, which is going to be very, very nice. Okay, I should have put down these turrets earlier, actually. I can put them down on the benches, which is good. Which is nice. And, yeah, because I've put you on there, you can only summon these turrets on the benches, which is pretty cool. Okay, I do need to deselect you though, so that you don't just activate your ability willy-nilly. Thank you. Okay. We're getting the pops in the hundreds of thousands. And, oh my goodness sakes, yeah, you melt through them. You absolutely 100% melt through them. No question or shadow of doubt about that. We just need you to do your thing. Get you back. Get you thoroughly back. Thank you very much. And combine the might of both overclock with metamorphosis. And just watch the health drain down. If only of us, if you were even more powerful, this would have been even better. But alas. Alright, once again, do the metamorphosis stuff, and you are absolutely toast, my friend. Absolutely. So, Elite Phayze did not manage to escape the firing range there, the firing line of all of our ordnance. Even though, we don't have ordnance. We don't produce a single mortar on the field, but that's fine. 9 million pops, that's pretty good. And again, this was the Central Champion. 16.5 million with Magus Perfectus, 9 million with you. Actually, only marginally more, which just goes to show how much better the Master Builder is in comparison to the Overclock. Can overclock other Paragons and create 3 Mega Sentries that can build their own sentries. And the Ascended Shadow obviously being the star of the show. Obviously, no question or shadow of doubt that the complete assassin package for dealing with any balloon threat. And this was indeed quite a big balloon threat. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Please let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below. And yeah, that was a pretty excitable boss scenario. Even despite the fact that this thing's been given nerfs, it's still quite cool, you know? Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.